Paul Dunphy.
Good morning, Debbie. I'm cock-a-hoop to be here virtually with you in your kitchen. And hello from Gabby.
Isn't she gorgeous? She's a rescue, is she, Paul?
She is. She's a Jack Russell Lurcher mix, and she's one next month.
Oh
No,
my God.
at the end of this month, or next month. No, next month. Sorry, next month. She's one.
Oh, I saw you had your trauma before we had ours last year with the dogs, your own Mindy.
Yes.
And we weren't far after you then with our own big giant Zach. So I have to say, we're still recovering from it. But anyway, you did the right thing, I think.
Absolutely. I'm so great. Anyone that recommended to me to get a dog straight away was absolutely right. It worked for us anyway.
Yeah, you see, I have another one anyway. I have the little white one, but just the big one was such a big personality in the house, Zach. He was just so magnificent. But anyway. So we're here to talk about you. So, Paul Dunphy Esquire.
That's me.
You're one of my favorite people on Twitter, I have to say.
Thank you, Debbie.
Social media curator.
Yes.
Yes. So if people want, just to give a background to people on what you do, you're absolutely like a genius on social media.
Well, thank you.
Well, you're fabulous. You're just fabulous at it. I mean, I followed you all through the English Strictly. And I was watching your hilarious texts, of course.
That's one of my favorite time of years on Twitter is when Strictly is on. It's one of my favorites.
I know, and there's a fabulous audience following it. And so you, to be honest with you, I think I'm sitting watching my phone more than I'm actually sitting watching the dances when it is on, because we're all glued to your twits. But anyway, you are fantastic at it. Tell me about the business, Paul. So you were originally involved in a different business altogether, and then you set up on your own, just to give me a background.
That's right, yeah. No, I worked with the charity Oxfam for about 14 years, would you believe? And I worked in all areas of media and communication and traditional media when I was there. And then about 6-7 years ago, I left and it became 24/7, so I left and I went out on my own. And I set up my own social media business. So yeah, I'm a curator and a consultant. And what that basically means is I run social media accounts for certain businesses, and then I also do consulting and training. So what's really popular at the moment, because people have more time on their hands, is social media consultations, where I give hints and tips on how to improve your different channels. And I'll also review what you're currently doing and how it looks at the moment, type of thing. So luckily, Debbie, I have to say, I'm really lucky that my work has continued as normal since this all happened, because I work from home anyway, and the majority of my work is online. The only thing that's changed is 100% of my meetings are online now, where it would have been about 50-50 previously, type of thing.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying to everyone, and in particular businesses at the moment, is, this is just hopefully a pause. So now's a really good time to get your social media bang up to speed, so that when everything gets going again, because you can imagine the way I see it is there's going to be just big rush to get everything going again when we can eventually. Yeah. So you really should have now's the time to get your social media all ready and prepared, so you can hit the ground running in due course,
Well, I think that's probably very good advice, because to be honest with you, like, I haven't a clue how to make, like, I use Facebook, and I use I've only discovered that LinkedIn get as many hits as Facebook do. I wasn't even aware of that, and I've actually discovered that since I've started doing this thing, because people are watching every day. The different people I'm chatting to that are all in my, because I have such a colourful bunch of people in my life, and people are all clicking into it, and I wasn't aware that, to be honest with you, it never even dawned on me that, say, the likes of LinkedIn is as powerful as it is. I thought it was more pure business and pure,
Absolutely. No.
I was crap on Instagram, Paul, and suddenly now I'm learning how to do it, which I totally agree with you. This is the time when we all should be honing our skills.
Absolutely, and you're spot on about LinkedIn. It's very different now to what it was years ago, and I think a lot of people like yourself may have joined it years ago and had a preconception of, oh yeah, it's very businessy, you don't get much from it. It's completely changed. It's it's a brilliant place to go for business now at the moment. I get an awful lot of business that way that I don't hear from other routes at all, type of thing, But it's like, what I say to every client is, it's like any of the social media channels. You have to put the work in to get it back. You can't, no matter, there's no shortcuts in terms, it's just, I can advise people always on the best way of doing it and the best use of your time. and the best
Yeah.
time of the day to do
But
stuff.
Paul, it is a real science, isn't it? It is a science. Like, there's really clear ways of doing it. I mean, my daughter is over mad that my Facebook page is my private one, and I don't have a business one. I just use the whole lot in one.
Yeah.
So I don't have
I'm the same.
pictures that are inappropriate. But you would probably advise differently on that, would you?
It depends on your business and what you do. Like, for example, my accounts are all my personal and business. I put it all together, but that just works for me and how I am, and I've no problem doing that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have time to then do separate business accounts myself anyway. So it really depends on what your business is and your personality. Because if you're the type of person that likes being a bit controversial and stuff online, you don't want to be highlighting your business then as well.
I agree.
Where someone like us, we're positive, we're fun, we're upbeat. So you want that link to your business as well. So having that link to your business is fine as well, you know. So it really depends on your business and who you are and what you do.
Yeah. I've seen you take companies, Paul, and obviously companies have taken you on, and I've watched the process on Twitter and that, and suddenly they're selling more, they're achieving more, they're all over the place all of a sudden because they've taken you on. I mean, it's fabulous to be able to take somebody like you on, and then you can literally elevate the level of your company. It's a brilliant thing to be able to do.
Absolutely, and what I say to people always as well, Debbie, I mean, I offer people the time that when things are working normally that they don't have, so you can hand over your social media to me in a sense, and it gives you the time to do all the other elements of your business type of thing. You know? Yeah. And because I'm doing it now 6-7 years, I have that experience, and it's all experience, my hints and tips. It's all proven that works type of thing because I've seen it and I put it into action. But yeah, I get a lot of return times now.
Your big personality and your energy is very much part of it. You have a fabulous, fabulous personality, and it completely comes through in every single thing you do, which I think makes a huge difference to me when I'm reading stuff.
You know, I agree with you. I agree with you. And they're the businesses and the accounts and the people and celebrities that I work with the most. They're kind of people that fit in with my personality as well.
Yeah.
And they're the accounts then that I can really make work. Like, I won't take on an account if it's something that, you know, like soccer, for example, because I'd have absolutely no interest in that. I'm not a sporting person. So there'd be nothing I could do with like a soccer account or a sports person. You know what I mean? Whereas I get an awful lot of authors and a lot of food restaurants and wine people that come to me because they're all things I'm interested in. So it kind of naturally gravitates. So that's the kind of area of people that come to you know. But everyone and anyone that's come to me, it's great. It's great.
And listen to me, you're the one thing, like, as we're all looking forward to kind of coming, you know, reaching into the light and coming out of this dark tunnel. We're all obviously going to try. I think we should all probably all will make changes with our life. You know, there's no point in rushing forward the way we were. We're going to have to be much choosier about what we're doing, how we're doing it. Like, I am determined. I'm never going to buy like cheap junk from China again. I'm not being racist against China, but I'm just determined that I'm going to change the way I buy things. I don't even think about buying things. I go to Penny's, like, out a bag full of crap that I don't even need, just because it's cheap. And I'm going to definitely rethink the way I do things. But at the same time, we'll be dying to go back on a holiday. We're going to be dying to get back on a plane to go somewhere with our sun cream. You know, it is hard to make change. What's your kind of advice to people going forward as to what are you going to do, Paul, that's going to be different in your life going forward after this?
I love what you're saying in terms of you really notice how you normally are in this unusual situation in terms of what you buy and all the shopping and everything you do. And because we can't do any of that at the moment unless it's online, it really shows you the type of stuff you're buying. I think, Debbie, it's the small things. Small things make a huge, big difference in the great scheme of things. I always believe that. And things I'm noticing more so at the moment is when the twice a day when I'm allowed out to walk the dog, is I'm just hearing all the nature and the sounds of all that, which you don't normally hear that when things are running as usual. And I think that's wonderful, and it's really making me connect with nature a bit more again, that I hadn't even realized that I'd lost a little bit. So I'm hoping to kind of keep that going when things go back to normal.
Yeah, I think I totally agree with you. I think
you have to keep thinking, you know, things will go back to normal eventually. You have to keep thinking that. And I keep saying, my whole thing that I say to myself and I say to everyone else is, I just remain hopeful all the time. hope is a great thing to have, and it keeps you going. And
Yeah.
on the down days, because I think we're all just getting up and down days at the moment, because it's
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
if you try and remain hopeful, and we'll all come out the other end at some point, type of thing, you know.
And tell me this now, your partner's a chef.
He is now, so
So
obviously
is he cooking
he
every
has
day for
been.
you?
Yeah, he has been affected, and he's at home every day.
Yes.
So, although the benefits for that for me is, of course, that there's a chef
Yes.
at home every day, and
I
I'm not
do.
when he's working, he's only off a few days a week. So, yeah, from that point of view, it's great. And at the moment, he's enjoying the few weeks rest. So it depends on how long it goes on.
It's going to go on for. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard times. It's hard times for restaurants. It must be brutal for the
It's
restaurant
hard.
business.
It's absolutely hard times for everyone. So that's why I'm just so thrilled that I can continue, touch wood, to work myself at the moment. You know, but there's a lot of, as you know as well, there's a lot of households with that. Everyone in the house is out of work at the moment. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. No, we're the same here. We're the same here. And I'd say we want to kill one another half the time during the day. But anyway, we'll get there in the end, I suppose. You know yourself.
Yeah.
Well, listen, it's fabulous. So I just absolutely adore your energy. You're the sort of person that lights us all up when we read your tweets. You're fantastic on Twitter.
You're so kind, and you've really made my day with all these compliments. You're wonderful, Debbie, and I love the work. You know, I'm a fan of yours from day one, and I love all the work that you do and everything as well. So, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you.
And this is great. I love this whole thing. Love this whole thing from the kitchen. I love it.
Yes, you know, it's my own TV channel, of course. It's my own network.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. I've seen some of your guests. I saw Mary Kennedy and a few others. It's brilliant. Great stuff.
Yeah, Pauline on this week is one of my favorite people too. Mary Kennedy, she's so lovely. She started me off, actually, Mary. And she was so nice, because when I said to her, would you do it? I was thinking, she's not going to be bothered. But you know, Mary, she's just so nice. And then I did Pauline Buick the other day. And I mean, Paul, what a woman. She's 85. She's living in a cottage in Kerry. She paints every single day. She's totally tuned into nature. You know, I had another fabulous woman on last week from Connemara, Terry Conroy. Again, she's a green witch and she's a herbalist. And
I should look up that one.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try and tune more into nature. I totally agree. Because when I see her lifestyle and she's so tuned in, I just think it brings so much more to her plate, that whole idea, you know. Yeah. But anyway, listen, it's fabulous. Like, we can't keep going all day because we won't be able to post it because it's too long. So,
and we could keep going all day.
Keep up the fabulous work.
Thank you, Debbie. It was great to chat to you. I enjoyed it immensely.
And mine, Gabby.
I will. Good to talk to you. Talk to you soon. Take care, Debbie. Bye-bye.